Hi there. Welcome to Hourglass Workshops and Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Cheryl. And as I was driving over here to meet with Nancy to do our little videos, I happened to overhear a conversation on the radio about a recent comment by Geraldo Rivera.
Always interesting.
Yes, he tends to toss them out there. And he made the comment that women's greatest asset is their youth. Now, hearing it as a midlife woman, I took offense to that, and then we've been sitting here chatting about it, and came up with some of our own ideas.
Yeah, he was saying this in reference to beta marriages, which I've never even heard of before, but I guess it's like a tester marriage. And his premise was, don't waste your time, because that's the best asset you have is your youth.
For a woman.
For a woman.
Right.
And what men bring to the party is money, and which I think is equally insulting, you know. And of course, there are people who are after money. There are women who are after a man with money, and there are men who are after youth,
right.
You know, the beauty of youth. But I certainly don't think it's the entire population.
Well, and then it brings up the question, okay, so what is our most valuable asset? Both what is my most valuable asset as a woman, and what is a valuable asset that I look for in a man?
Yeah. I think what women bring to a marriage is light and life and enthusiasm and
I think a richness and a perspective about the broader, kind of the broader elements.
Well, men can, they can survive just fine as what I would call minimalists, you know.
Most of, yes.
Yeah, they don't sit down to a lovely dinner with somebody and have conversation. They're perfectly happy sitting in front of the TV, stuffing in a hot dog, watching the ball game. They can live like that. They can live without...
Many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think lots of them. I think they don't, because like my mother always said, we're here to civilize the little beasts. And I don't think that ever changes,
right, Right.
But I think, I've talked to Cheryl's husband about this, and he was the first to admit that Cheryl brought light into his life. And I thought, what a lovely compliment, But she brings a bright, happy perspective that I don't think men innately have. Not that they're not happy, but I think that's one of the qualities women bring. Yeah. What do you think?
I think so, and I think also a level of connectivity. Women, we inherently connect to the greater community, and we keep in touch with people.
Right.
And we invite friends into our home.
Yeah.
And we make life fun.
Keep them connected.
Yeah, and we bring a wisdom and perspective that that isn't there, at 20 years old. And
nobody would argue that a 20-year-old woman or a 25-year-old, they're beautiful. Of course they're beautiful. My mother always said that they're like flowers to attract the bees. You've got this finite, beautiful, dewy time in your life, and you snag somebody when you can. Well, it's not always the best snag, Poor Geraldo's on wedding number 5 now, right?
Yeah, so he had several beta marriages. So apparently his theory isn't quite working out so well for him.
Not for him.
And I'm sure when he got home that night after that comment, probably wasn't so grand either. So what do you look for in a man? What quality do you think is so important in men?
Well, he thinks the only thing they bring is money. And of course, everybody would agree, money's nice to have, but that's not, to me, what the most important thing is. It's... I like the stability and maturity. Men are so different from women. So it's just the absolute difference that they bring, the masculine energy, That's very appealing to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that. I think, there's a sense of security in the relationship, knowing that, both of you are showing up tomorrow.
Right.
And that's really important to me, and that basically we're pretty much going to be the same tomorrow as we are today.
Yeah.
With several, with minor changes. But anyway, it begs the question. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussion about this in the next couple of weeks until somebody else makes some equally inane statement.
Well, and so I'm just here to say, Geraldo, I don't agree with you.
No, neither do I. So until next time, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye now.
Bye.